I'm Brance Brown. I work here at Bingham's Custom Meats. I take care of marketing, shipping, online products, the website, Instagram, YouTube. I can wrap. I don't know how to cut. I love working here at Bingham's Custom Meats.
When Brance started working, we had phrases like the Brance revolution and things like that because it totally revolutionized what we were doing and how we were running Bingham's. We refer to the time before Brance as the time before Brance.
I got laid off, and so I called Nathan and I said, hey, do you have any job openings? And he's like, yeah, you can come and wrap for us. I started in June 2020. I found myself on the wrapping crew table learning how to wrap meat. It was a totally different environment for me. I hadn't been in a butcher shop or done anything close to that. So like the closest I've been to the meat industry before this was processing deer and wild game that we do with our family. So it wasn't on a professional level at all, and I had never seen this amount of processing in my life. It was a whole new world, learning all the new cuts, a lot about the industry and about raising beef, all that type of stuff. It was all brand new to me.
So when Brance came to me and said that he needed a job, I knew that we could use him one way or another, and quickly I realized that his skill set that he possessed was something beyond anything that we had ever had working for us before.
Now I've been here for about 3 years. I started out wrapping and kind of learned how to identify cuts, how the process goes for the shop, and then I kind of worked in the bomb crew, learned how to make bombs and kind of how the crews are kind of managed and work that way. Started working on the website, got the website up and going, and then worked on shipping and kind of just rolled into the Instagram website, doing media, and just a bunch of other stuff.
Being a butcher and a butcher shop, we do a lot of processing. He didn't have a background in processing, which is fine because most of our staff doesn't when they start, but he possessed something that was far more valuable to us. After a few days of him wrapping and working, I noticed his background in being able to do websites and social media and all that kind of stuff. Initially, the idea was that he would just kind of take care of it and then we would just see where it went. But with his ideas, collaborating with our ideas, some things that I had on the back burner, things were happening so fast and efficient that I knew it was a game changer. And so I moved him into a position to where he would start learning different aspects of our business because he knew our brand and he knew what we stood for because we've been friends for a while. He needed to know the day-to-day what it took. Before Brance, I would just wait until we were slow enough to be able to execute a lot of those ideas. So sometimes I was sitting on ideas for months. So as soon as I had Brance available, a lot of times now while I'm cutting, I'll just call him and we'll chat. He'll be up in the office and I'm down on the floor cutting, and he's able to redesign and do the ideas that I have in real time. It's helped our business expand exponentially.
Some things that I enjoy about working here at Bingham's is 2 minutes away from my house, so I can't beat the commute, the small business aspect of it, because you can get to know everybody that you're working with. I don't have meetings on top of meetings throughout my day. The process of meat being raised in the US and then it has to go through a butcher shop. It has to go through some type of butchery before it gets to that table, right? The small town custom butcher shop is definitely awesome to see local products being raised here in Morgan and then coming through our shop and then going back to their table. I think that's amazing. Some things that have surprised me while working here, the amount of product that this shop goes through, the actual breakdown from table to freezer is crazy. That is something that surprised me, is the amount of animals that go through here. Just the overall butchery industry is just amazing. The knowledge that a good butcher has to have of the animal, muscle breakdown. There's a lot of science behind all this stuff that a lot of people don't recognize. The butchery industry is full of hardworking guys that are passionate about what they're doing and they care about giving back to the community. No butcher is going to end up butchering all this stuff for himself. He's always going to give back. He's always going to be teaching the next guy down the line. So if you want to get into the butcher industry, it's a great industry to get into. I think that you have to be able to work hard and you have to be able to be willing to learn and be able to also learn, like continuing down the road. Continuing your education in butchery is essential to keeping up with the industry. It's constantly changing, and so you have to be willing to change with it.
Part of what we believe here at Bingham's is being an asset to the community, connecting with butcher, training butchery, furthering butchery as the best we can. I like to listen to other butchers on social media platforms and listen to what they don't like about their job, what they do like about their job, and I try and take all of that information and adapt it so that I make sure that Bingham's is a great place to work for, but also avoid some of the things that people don't seem to like about the butcher industry in particular. And so having Brance be in charge of our social media and our social media presence, the consistency of posting and showing what we do here at Bingham's, I hope to provide an inspiration for other shops maybe that watches some of our videos. And that's something I wasn't able to do before we had Brance on our team.
I have been super lucky, like to work with Nathan and Shar. They've taken really good care of me. It's another great, unique thing about Bingham's Custom Meats is Nathan and Shar. There's no other business that has a Nathan and Shar that own it and run it and take care of their employees. Throughout my time here at Bingham's Custom Meats, I've been really lucky to be able to be here with cancer treatments, going back and forth to the doctor, doing all that stuff. I've been able to do all that and work here at the same time. So I'm super appreciative of the position that I have and the chance that I have to work here and be able to still provide for my family even though we're going through like a rough role. Nathan and Shar have definitely taken care of me when like the super hard times when I can't like work. Super appreciative for that type of a thing. That's a small business aspect that I find that you can't really find anywhere else, and they've taken really good care of me. So that's another thing that has been really good about working at Bingham's is the chance to work with Nathan and Shar, and grateful for the opportunities that they've given me, especially when I'm not like 100% reliable on showing up all the time. So that's another cool thing. Another great thing as I've been able to have the opportunity to go with Nathan out to Sacramento for Butchers of America and meet guys on a national level from the butcher industry. That's something like I never imagined, meeting the guys that we've met out there and grow relationships with those guys and learn more about the industry across America, and not just in our little community, but across the nation. I've met guys from New York and Texas and California, and they're all awesome. Like the butcher industry is super cool.
Brance also has that vision where he's a part of Butchers of America, and he believes that the butcher industry is something more moving forward than it has ever been. The connection that social media has provided to be able to make these connections where we feel like we know other butchers from all over the world, we can see how their shops run, we can take the inspiration that we get from their shops and implement it in our shops, is hopefully helping move butchery to a whole new level.
Where do you see Bingham's in 3 years from now?
Bingham's 3 years from now, I would think that the amount of change that we've had since I started working here is going to be the same amount of change you're going to see 3 years from now. It's going to be just almost double growth, and it's going to be amazing. If we continue on the trajectory that we're on right now, the limits don't exist. It's just a matter of how much can we do with the amount of employees we have. And I think that's kind of always been like how it works since day one. Nathan's really good at being able to say, I've got 3 guys and I'm gonna make these 3 guys work with me and we're gonna make this happen. But he's got so many goals and ideas and awesome business plans. He just needs a little bit of help to make it happen.
So at the end of the day, running a business is more than just having a product and selling it to a customer. So there's marketing involved, that you've got to get awareness of your products out to customers. There's training of your staff to make sure that consistency and quality of your products is maintained, and creating a good work environment through whatever you do, whether it's activities with your staff or just appreciation. We try and do a lot of stuff that shows our employees that we care and tries to make Bingham's a good place to work for. So with Brance's experience at other places, he's worked for some other corporate style businesses, he's worked for other small businesses, he has his own businesses that he does. He's been an asset to us to be able just to have another perspective of maybe the employees feel this way, maybe we can try and help resolve some issues this way. And so just like every job, sometimes we have bumps in the road to go over, and our look and our way of helping that here at Bingham's is to try and help figure out what's going on with the employee and to make sure that proper training is involved, and that also everybody feels that they have a voice, and that everyone feels that they can continue to learn and grow within our industry. So Brance helps with a lot of that, with training videos that he puts together, with interviews that he would conduct. We have a lot of employee appreciation to where we try and highlight our employees. So those interviews he's conducting, those videos he's putting together. And so I've said a lot of times that every successful business needs a Brance.
Or like a day in my life would be, I show up, I check the website for orders, see if there's any orders that need to be filled. And then I go through our Instagram, make sure everything's good to go there, make sure nobody's trying to scam us. Go through Facebook, just kind of go through all that stuff. And then I kind of walk around the building, kind of see where things are at, and just see who needs help. Most of my job is pretty versatile. I can help with making new signs downstairs, making new stickers, making sure everything appears good as far as like our brand goes. One of my main goals and purposes here at Bingham's Custom Meats is to promote the Bingham's Custom Meats brand and make sure that people understand what we stand for, and make sure that when people see the Bingham's Custom Meats logo, they understand what they are getting. So it's going to be a good quality. It's going to make you think of family and think of grilling and think of good times, because our products are going to be the centerpiece of your table and they're going to be great. So that's kind of what I want to promote on a daily basis. That's where most of my job kind of lies, is making sure that we can push our brand and get our name out there and make sure as many people know about us as possible.
Using Brance as a verb, Brance is somebody that can help execute your business ideas efficiently, but also has ideas of their own. And so the collaboration that we're able to do with Brance on his vision of where he wants Bingham's to be and where I want Bingham's to be lines up quite a bit. But it's nice to have somebody that has an outside view, where I'm trying to expand my business in a way that I've been thinking about for the last 20 years. Brance has a new perspective and new eye. He also has a lot of back knowledge that is crucial to know how to execute the ideas that I have. A lot of times I'll say, okay, Brance, let's do it. We're gonna do a new product. I need 2 or 3 different types of logo ideas. This is kind of what I'm looking for. Let's go from there. And then within a few minutes, he'll come down and show me some ideas. And sometimes it's exactly what I'm looking for, and sometimes it's not at all what I'm looking for. So working with Brance in this way, he's got to know my personality, and so he'll produce ideas to me, and like now he knows exactly what I'm looking for. And so it's easier for us to get that vision across, but I also appreciate his perspective. And so a lot of times he'll change my mind of what I thought I wanted because of what he provides. And so I think it's important for business owners and for businesses to use their staff, to use the skills that their staff has to build into what they want to have their business be, and that will help make your business successful. So we've experienced a lot of growth here at Bingham's, and especially since Brance joined our staff, our growth has been extremely rapid because of what he's been able to do for us and be able to execute the ideas that we have. And so looking on our growth chart, we can directly link it to the staff that we have involved and the staff that we have available. So we're always looking for people that are interested in the industry. I would love to find people that want to be in this industry, that feel like they have something to give to the industry, that would excel in this industry, and I feel like we have a lot to offer and to train and to teach. And so we're always looking for new people, but the success of Bingham's is directly linked to the staff that we have employed here.
What is your favorite item to take home?
My favorite item to take home? I don't know. That one's hard because I like. Okay, so my favorite item to take home from Bingham's, I love the hot dogs. The all beef Nathan's recipe for hot dogs is awesome. So not Nathan's Famous, but Nathan Bingham's recipe for hot dogs. It's so good. I love those hot dogs. I'm a big hot dog hamburger type of guy. So like the seasoned patties and the hamburger and the hot dogs, those are probably my favorite things to take home.
What is your favorite protein?
My favorite protein, so if I had to go like a week on one protein, it would not be chicken. But I think I love beef because it's so versatile, but I also like pork. So I don't know if I could really say I have a favorite protein, but if I had to have one for a week straight, it would probably be beef. Just because you can do so many different things with it, from fajitas to tacos to hamburgers to roasts and steaks, and there's so many different things you can do with it.
What is your favorite brat flavor?
My favorite brat flavor used to be mac and cheese, and then I outdid it, and so now I'm looking for a new flavor. I really like the Sheboygan. I'm a simple guy. I like mild flavors like salt and pepper, nothing too hot. I'm not a spicy guy, so stay away from anything with jalapenos in it. I've tried out the cooking videos, and you've seen my hand at those. Those were an idea that I had because I had to keep the boys busy, and I couldn't come to work a whole lot during that time, and so I was like, hey, we'll just make some videos with the boys during the summertime, and we'll post them on YouTube and see what happens. They're not the best quality, and that's okay, but when you got a 6-year-old behind the camera, it makes it a lot more fun. And so I definitely learned how to cook a lot more. I care about what I cook, and how it tastes and how it looks too. So that's one thing that's been super beneficial working here at Bingham's Custom Meats, has been able to work with Camp Chef and try out their products and see how they work, and so that I can help educate our customers on the Camp Chef stuff too. So just a lot of stuff over the years. There's just so much that I can't even bottle it up in 5 minutes. So